Yeah, that's right, everybody. We are on. We are here. And I am thrilled that here on January 8th, 2026. I can't believe I'm saying that number. 2026?
Wow, I know. Wow.
Crazy. My buddy, my friend, who I've known since, we were just talking about that, since I moved to Las Vegas,
Right.
December of 2007. So we met like right after that. We're not in Vegas anymore, though, folks. We're in Globe, Arizona, 100 miles east of Phoenix. But here, January 8th, the first fan Q&A session on Trump Talk TV Brilliance. Those of you who are not members yet, if you want to join us for the fan Q&A part, after about 15 or 20 minutes, go ahead and follow the breadcrumbs in the post. And in the meantime, we're going to do a little interview style here. Les, thank you so much for making time for this. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Yeah.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. So let's start with this. Let's talk about your studio and the services you offer, because we have over about 1.5 million fans online and reach a lot more people than that. And many of them are musicians who may want to play with you, may want to also play music with you, may want to hire you to do drum tracks and produce and stuff like that. So talk about your setup there and what you do.
I am very lucky. I moved into this amazing house in Henderson, Nevada, and a friend of mine helped me build the studio. We've got a great drum room, really tall ceilings, and I got a control room, a beautiful control room. And basically, I provide a service. I play drums for people. They contact me on Messenger or Facebook, look me up, and I give a service. They send me the tracks, I load them in, and we talk about it. They do pre-production. And I learn the stuff, and I use Logic Pro, and I got a click already set up in there, and I basically knock out the 15 tracks of drums, 15 mics, in a really great room. It's a really tall room. It's awesome. So I get that bottom sound if I need it, and I basically record the stuff to them, send it out through WeTransfer, and there you go.
Oh, off and running. So,
Yeah.
folks, how cool would it be to be able to have on your song or your record, on your commercial, your movie soundtrack or whatever, your short film, whatever, your graduation video, your quinceañera, your bar mitzvah or whatever, how cool would it be to say you've got the drummer who was the founding member of The Cult, who has also played with Ronnie Montrose, who has also played with Bow Wow Wow, and has done tons of other sessions. That would be cool. So reach out to Les. Give them your website as well. Steve will put it in the comments.
Yeah, leswarner.com.
There you go.
It's
How'd you
simple.
come up with that one?
I'll just let you know that the Cult record I did, the electric record, went platinum. So I'm a platinum drummer now. Yeah.
Yeah. When did it go platinum? When was that?
It was actually about a year ago, a couple of years ago, but I just sort of found out. Also, I got a track in the new Flash film, one of my songs I did with a Cult. And then the Stephen King film, It, as well. They used.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Those are
so that was cool.
bragging rights, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So I get some nice little royalties through for that. It was just awesome,
Yeah. Until that happened, folks, many of you may not know this, but Les was conducting drum circles at Boy Scout camps. Hey, Les.
You found out.
I found out. I find out everything. Talk about your time in Africa. You spent some time studying drumming and rhythms and whatnot in Africa. And most drummers, I hope, know that jazz rhythms came from the methodology of rhythms in Africa. Talk about your time there and what your biggest takeaways were.
Well, I went out to Zambia with some friends. We met a princess of a tribe, actually, in London. I was living in London at the time, 1990. And she said, well, why don't you guys come out to Africa, stay with my family and all that. And so we saved the money up and we went out there, me and my friends who were in a band. And I actually went out to take photos, because they wanted photos for the band. So I went out there as a photographer, pretty much. And we went to Zambia. It was a real experience. I mean, it was like, wow, crazy, third world country. went to the Victoria Falls. I mean, we had an
Oh,
interesting time, and we got to go to some of the studios there, and it was pretty interesting. It was, and you know, I got to jam with some people, and they were amazing. They were amazing. I mean, I was there with this tribe, and we had all these drums and stuff, and there was me going like crazy, going like soloing and stuff. I said, no, 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 you just play this part. And
right.
the interesting thing was is that everyone had a different part to play. You
Ooh.
know, so they told you simple it down. So I played this part, and then someone else played the part with me, and then these people played a different part. And at the end of the day, it was amazing. It was incredible. So I really learned something right there. Because, you
Yeah.
know, everyone does their bit. And then when it builds up into like 20 people doing this whole thing, it's just, oh my God, it's magical, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's neat. And do they all
Yeah.
seem to have, like, innate rhythm there? Because it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
part of the DNA in a way, right?
Oh,
Because the
totally.
culture and yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I got charged by an elephant when I was out there. That was pretty scary.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. How'd you get away
Yeah,
from
there was
that?
some the funky stuff that went down, you know, out there, you
Yeah,
know, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was a great experience, and we got stuck there, and everything's so slow there, you know, everything's so slow to do anything there in Africa. It takes a long time, so you know what I mean. It was an experience that everyone should have, you know, but
yeah,
it was really enthralling and really interesting to hear these these guys play the congas and just it was really a learning experience, you know, it really
yeah.
was.
How
Yeah,
long were you there? I forgot.
about a month.
Wow, that's a long time to immerse
Yeah,
yourself in all of
yeah,
that.
yeah, I really was ready to come back at the end of the month. You know,
Wow, that
but
is
it, it
cool.
it was very cool, and you know the safaris were great, and but it wasn't a commercial place we were at. We were in a sort of really out nowhere, you know what I mean.
Right. Like the Outback, basically, right?
Pretty
Of
much. Yeah, and
yeah.
it wasn't like touristy area. You know, we stayed with
Right.
this queen of a tribe, you know,
Wow.
in a whole commune type thing. And they had armed guards there and everything. And
Oh, wow.
the queen, her husband was in political prison at the time. You know,
Oh.
he was with Mandela in the jail, you know.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
and actually, when I arrived there, the airplane arrived on the tarmac, and they brought the steps up for us to come down, and there's me with my camera. I'm like, oh, clicking, 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 and then these soldiers were pointing their rifles at me.
Why?
Oh yeah, because apartheid was going on at the time,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they thought I was a South African spy.
Oh, oh
So they
god.
took my film. They took my film, and I had to go there to the consulate and say, you know, and
Oh,
show, you know, see them.
yeah.
It was a little bit scary. So the queen, the princess that we were traveling with, she said, just give him money, give him money. So when I got there and into the building, I just like, hey, hey, here you go, here you go. And once I did that, it was okay
How
because
much
they
commission do you think she got?
yeah, maybe. But they might have put me in jail. You know,
Wow.
that would have been
Yeah.
a bummer. That would have been
Oh, big
that would have been
time.
bad.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
wouldn't have given you a drum to play with either.
No, 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 no. It would have been pretty scary. So
Yeah.
I lucked out with that one. You know.
Yeah. So how did that affect your drum set playing and the way you thought about the way you looked at music and phrasing and things like that? Did it affect that?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. I mean, it really made me play more solid. It made me sort of think about, you know, the whole rhythm thing and where it came from and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it made me think about you know the fact of like everybody playing certain things and you
And
play
it
together and
yeah.
it all bonds, it comes together, you know. And
Yeah.
I love playing with percussion players. I played with some amazing people. A percussion player I played with in London, Carl Douglas's percussion player. You
Mhm.
remember Carl Douglas? He did kung fu fighting.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and not Oingo Boingo. There was another percussion band, but I loved playing percussion. I actually played congas in front of Peter Green once.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because I was hanging out with him in London. I played with Peter Green in the late '70s in England,
Wow.
and we hung out a lot. And I actually got to play congas in front of him playing Black Magic Woman. That was pretty
Oh,
crazy.
wow. How
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
No
I know. Yeah.
pressure, right?
Yeah, that was, and then funny enough, playing with the Bow Wow Wow thing was interesting because that was really tough.
Yeah, talk about that. Start from, if you don't mind, like, how did that gig come up? And talk
Well,
about that experience too.
I met Lee, the bass player, original bass player, who had that rhythm on bass because a lot of that stuff, that rhythm stuff, was on bass.
Yeah,
It was on bass,
yeah.
and he played with what's his name, Stand and Deliver. Adam
Oh,
Ant. He played with Adam Ant, so that was that whole rhythm thing, that Adam Ant thing, and so I think because in the 90s I did a lot of Irish stuff in New York, and I spent 8 years doing Irish music, and that really was different from what I was used to because
right.
I
Were
was
you
basically
playing?
a rock drummer.
Yeah, were you playing
But
the boat run?
yeah, well, I did some of that sometimes, but mainly the kit is like
Yeah.
2/4 and a lot of interesting stuff that really helped me a lot. So, but when it came to the time of playing, which was 2010, I played with Bow Wow Wow. I think 2012 maybe, and so doing the Irish stuff and the experience in Africa, it was hard though. I had to change my kit. I had 2 timbales on the kit. That was the main focus. Was the timbale, of
Oh,
course, with the Bow Wow Wow stuff.
yeah.
And he showed me how to play um, "I Want Candy" properly because no one plays it right. So he showed me how to play that right. The
It's
bass
harder
player.
than it seems. It's one of those things that's like the intro to rock and roll by Led Zeppelin. It's one of those things that's a lot harder than it seems, right?
Oh yeah, totally. But that was an experience. I mean, so different from what I've ever done in my past. I've always been a rock drummer. Influenced by John Bonham and Simon Kirke and AC/DC. That was my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So doing the Irish stuff really changed that. Really got my juices going and really changed my style a lot. I think the more different things you do, the more experience you have, the more it really gives you texture in your playing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
More
And
tools in the toolbox for sure.
absolutely. So I don't think I would have got the Bow Wow Wow thing if I didn't do the Irish stuff. Put it that way.
Really
Oh yeah,
interesting.
totally,
Ah,
totally, yeah.
see,
So it was.
that's how everything connects musically. It just you
I
get
know.
better and better, pick up different flavors and
And I
traits.
didn't think I was going to get it. I didn't think I had it in me to do it, but I really worked on it really hard. And Lee really helped me, the bass player, really helped me to understand what it was all about,
Mhm.
you know. And I got the gig. I'm like, okay, let's do it. But it was like a drum solo. Every song was like a drum solo. It's very heavy on the drums.
Right, very percussion
Very
based.
totally, yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a real crossover to percussion.
Yeah. Well, I want to tell everybody we're going to go a few more minutes live on Facebook and YouTube, me asking
Okay,
Les some questions, and then we're going to go just into the membership site.
all
Steve
right.
has put the information where people can follow the breadcrumbs to join us there. And for those of you who are not members yet, I'm going to show you a quick, I guess it's a commercial that tells what the membership site's all about. Going to come back with Les for a few minutes live. Then we're going to be exclusively in the membership site. Stand by. Here we go.
All right.
Rough day? Get away from the craziness and come take a fun break. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance membership site, an online virtual playground for all types of music fans. With your free club level membership, you get access to twice a month music themed game shows with a chance to win prizes. Access to the first 100 viral drumming and music videos. You won't believe your eyes and ears. A library of over 100 fun fact segments to hear artists say what they love to do outside of their music careers. A place for drummers to post videos playing to their favorite music where it won't get muted or pulled. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance free membership at www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com.
There you go.
All right, we'll get back on baby.
Les is getting touched up a little
She's
bit. There.
touching me up. Yeah, she likes to
Yeah,
touch
that's
me up.
okay. She shouldn't have punched you in the face to begin with. But anyway,
I know. I blame her. Totally.
Enja has a marble rolling pin, like literally a rolling pin made out of marble. I got a dent in the back of my head from that thing.
Oh my God.
But the marble has a bigger dent from my head. Go figure. And you know what, Les? Yesterday, Drum Talk TV turned 13 years old, which
Wow, that's
means,
awesome.
yeah, you and I haven't.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And you were a part of that from the beginning, and you and I haven't done this in a very long time. So before
Right.
we do go
Yeah.
to the membership site only, I'm going to ask you, just like Encha says in that video, I'm going to ask you a fun fact question, but we'll cover a few more things first.
Okay.
You talked about, early influences. You and I share a lot of those same early influences. Are there any contemporary bands and players that of any instrument that have really like caught your ear lately? Like one for me, I think my biggest one that I made me take a dive down their whole catalog. They had 5 albums out at the time, I believe, was Haken. About 3 years ago, I discovered Haken by accident. They were their album Vector had just come out, and they were a suggestion on YouTube. Just blew my mind. And I've had Ray, the drummer, on a couple times.
Oh, wow. I
Been
don't
any-
know them.
Yeah, they're great. Has there been a band that you have come across in more recent times that have really impressed you?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I mean, I don't really get to really listen to new bands much because I'm always learning songs for the next
Right.
gig. Because I do a lot of where my main money comes from tribute bands because
Yeah.
that pays a good money.
Absolutely.
It really does. I mean, it pays great money, the tribute thing. So I'm in one of my favorite ones is a Traveling Wilburys tribute.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting tribute band.
I know, because we have all the different artists, Roy Orbison, George Harrison,
Tom Petty.
Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
and we do songs from all their different, material from the past. It's a real fun, and I love playing the Roy Orbison stuff. That's fun. It's fun as hell. So answer your question. Well, I can't really think of anyone. I tend to listen to older stuff. Like one of my favorite bands is Midnight Oil. I love Midnight Oil.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. I listen to obviously Zeppelin, and here we go. Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And classic stuff. I mean, the Bon Jovi Journey tribute. That's which is fun to play.
Right.
I've been doing the Tom Petty tribute for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I'm always like learning stuff, but so not really. No, nothing's really caught my ear, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm like you. The only reason I get exposed to newer music is from doing interviews on Drum Talk TV, and because the PR companies, management, record labels send us stuff to check out and to review or ask if we want to have the person. And that's how I discovered new stuff. And I think I was listening to someone by a newer artist on YouTube when the Haken thing came up as a recommendation, because it was the same style of music. So I totally get that. What is your stuck on an island if you had one album and a solar powered vinyl phonograph player? What's your stuck on one? You get one, Les, one album, not a catalog, not a collection, not a best of, not an anthology, one Licorice Pizza to spin on your phonograph on an island.
Oh man, that's a hard one. Wow. Oh God. It'd have to be some. Damn, that's a hard question. Wow. On a desert island, something like, Steely Dan or something. It'd be something like, or the Beatles. I'm going to be the Beatles or Steely Dan or something like that.
Really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I really grew up with that stuff. I love the Steely Dan's records.
Yeah.
And obviously I grew up with the Beatles, and I did Julian Lennon's first demos in London.
I didn't know that.
That was my first session. Yeah, that was my first session with Julian.
What year was that? That was
I was 17. So we're talking
1800s. Oh,
74, 75.
Right.
Something
because
you're. I'm going to be 65 next month.
Yeah, I was going to say you're only a couple years older than me. I'll be 63 in April.
Yeah.
So we grew up with the same stuff. Probably saw the same tours, same concerts. Did you ever see Led Zeppelin live?
I never did.
That was my first concert.
Oh my
The
God! Wow,
first,
I'm so jealous.
it was amazing.
I'm
Everything,
so jealous.
yeah, 77 at the LA Forum. Everything
Oh
since then's been,
yeah, I
no, it
know.
was just amazing.
It's
And we had
amazing when
really
you
good
see a
seats.
good band. You know, I remember back in the 90s, I saw that band Space Hog. You remember that band
No,
Space
I'm not
Hog?
familiar with them.
They had one big hit, and they were such a great band. So good live. Space Hog. You look them up. They were great. Really good English guys, you know, and they moved to New York and they made it out there and they got signed for Seymour Stein.
Space
And
Hog. I'll have to look it up. Yeah.
yeah, look them up. They were great. Yeah, really good. Yeah, and I've been playing bass too. I
Cool.
went out with the Dead Boys a couple of years ago
Oh, really?
playing bass. The
Oh, I
Dead,
think I remember seeing pictures of you. Yeah.
yeah, the Dead Boys were the equivalent of the Sex Pistols in England.
Oh,
In
yeah.
America, yeah,
Right.
and that really brought back a lot. Look, playing bass really helped me with my drums too. It really did help. You know, like coming from a different part of the band and really digging in with the drummer, that really was interesting.
That is cool. I'll have to
Yeah.
look them up for sure.
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah.
So hold on one sec. I got
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
text
yeah.
our producer real quick, and then I'm going to ask you a fun fact question.
Okay.
Uh, this is funny. Sorry. Let me
Okay.
compose myself. And those of you familiar with, watching these things that we do, my interviews and different stuff, you may notice I'm in a different environment than I normally am. That's because my office is being remodeled right now, and I am way behind on it. So I have a miniature fake pretend desk and my big computer set up in my wife's room that we call the parlor, and it's a really big room, and I got all
Oh,
my
nice.
crap back there piled up, and she's about had it in my bald spot with it. So I got to finish that room like in the next couple of days, and then I'll be back in there, and it'll look totally different in some ways, folks.
Right.
So, how's Carmen doing, by the way?
Carmen is the best thing that ever happened to me. My wife is amazing. She really supports me really well, gives me confidence. Being a musician, we're not the easiest people to live with. You know what I mean?
Right. I
We
do
have
now.
like a pity party every couple of weeks. It's like
Wow, you go that long between them? Wow, you've mellowed out, dude.
I was going to say a week, but I thought I'd say it's every 2 weeks.
Mine's
But
like every day, it seems.
it varies. But I mean, because it's very up and down being in the music business, and now we got the AI stuff going on. It's like, oh man. But I make most of my money playing live. That's really where my money's at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
great.
But the studio does okay. I get other people coming in using the drums, record, stuff because it's got a great room. So, I rent it out to other people too.
Oh, I can't wait to see it when we're back out there in March. I
Oh
may
yeah.
come out to pick up Enja when she leaves because she's, I mentioned, going to be out there. That would be cool. But yeah, no, it's great that you have that studio. You offer those services. Folks, this is your chance to have not just a really good drummer, but a pretty good guy with some really great pedigree credentials. I mean, a platinum drummer on your soundtrack or your album or whatever you're doing. That's really.
I did a record. I did a whole record in one day about a month ago.
Was it a 45? One of those things?
No. 9 songs.
Wow. That's
one
killer.
day. Yeah, I mean, I had a week to learn it, get my head around it.
That's still not a lot of time, though.
I know. And 2 of the songs I'd never heard before in my life. It was a heavy metal producer guy, Ira Black. He's a great guitar player. And we ended up doing it in one day. It was like, oh my God. I was so exhausted after,
Well, that's great.
But it came out good, so.
So let me read this comment here. It says, okay, I don't know if this is putting you on the spot, but someone whose name happens to be Carmen, and I'll take this one question, folks. The rest will be in the membership site. And then I'll ask Les a fun fact question, then we'll go in the membership. Okay. Carmen is ask him about the Fleck chocolate girl. It's fun. Do you know what that reference is?
Fleck chocolate girl?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No. Okay.
Chocolate girl. No, nope. No
No
idea
worries.
whatsoever.
No worries. Let's go to your the Les Warner fun fact segment. It's one of my favorite things to ask
Okay.
musicians, and that is when you are not writing, when you're not recording, when you're not producing, when you're not playing live, when you're not learning songs, when you're those slivers of time where you're completely away from music. What do you like to do? How do you like to spend your time breathing outside of the whole music thing?
I watch reruns of the Golden Girls.
Yes, you do know.
No, I don't. I have no idea.
The zipper
The zipper. What are you talking
is
about?
taking her back to your place with the zipper.
Wow, she's freaking me out right now.
The panties are all, you know, the one girl.
No,
Take her back to your place. The zipper gets caught.
Oh, I'm not gonna go into that.
Yeah, it is a family show, so I'm not sure where that's going.
Black girl? No, it wasn't a black girl.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
You
no,
watch-
babe, no. Yeah, she threw me when she said black girl. It wasn't a black girl.
So
But,
you
no,
watch
but babe,
reruns?
no, I can't go into that. No.
You watch reruns of the Golden Girls? Really?
Oh no, I'm just kidding with that.
Okay.
One. I'm just completely joking with that.
Yeah, that's
Well, I play with my dog. We got the most amazing dog, a
do
little
you have?
Chihuahua, and he's
Oh,
actually in the
nice.
competition right now to win, to be on a dog magazine. He's
Oh.
like a little angel. So, when I'm not doing music, I'm just I'm at the gym, just working on my diet and getting fit,
Yeah.
trying to be healthy,
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, but mostly I'm learning songs. I mean, I'm doing a show at the end of the month, a production show. It's called Rebel. And it's
Oh.
like these guys from Broadway and the West End of London. And we do everything from Queen to Music of the Night, crazy stuff. So I have to really learn that stuff because it's all on track and stuff like that. But it's a fun show. And it's like 3 tenors at the front.
Oh, wow.
Amazing vocals, amazing guy, and it's a comedy show too. It's fun. So a lot of time I'm learning stuff for shows, and
Yeah.
And I was just doing Radio in the Rock Vault. I was a sub for that here in town.
Oh.
That ran for like 12 years. So
Yeah.
I've been subbing for that, and that's a hard show.
Yeah.
So the good thing about being in Vegas, you get to do these shows, not just being in the band. It's
Yeah.
actually production shows with dancers and video and all this stuff. That's the fun stuff. That's the real fun,
Yeah. That's awesome. In the tribute bands, do you get a lot of like corporate gigs, parties, things like that?
We could do more. It's mainly theaters and casinos, really.
Cool. There's casinos out there in Las Vegas?
Well, we don't do many of the casinos in Vegas, actually, funny enough.
That's cool.
We don't want to go to Phoenix or, California and all that.
Oh. Well, let me know next time you're in Phoenix. It's an hour and a half from us.
Oh, I'm doing a Casino Arizona.
Oh, which one?
It's
Is
called
that the name of it?
Casino Arizona, yeah.
Okay, I don't know where that is. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. It's near the Four Sticks Casino Hotel.
I know where you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's near there, Casino Arizona. We do like 3 shows. Like
That's cool.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think, or 2 shows on one day.
When's that going to be? Do you know?
I think it's.
If you're not sure, send me the info.
I'll send you the date, but I think it's at the end of February. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but that's
right
a
around
good
the corner.
show, and it's 3 days. 3 days, of shows, and it's pays good.
Great.
See, it pays good because the tribute stuff pays great.
Yeah, that's great.
And people buy tickets to see it. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
I just did 5 days in Laughlin here with my Traveling Wilburys band.
Oh, cool.
5 days, and all the zombies were walking about during the day gambling, all the grey hairs, you know what I mean? They're walking around like zombies, and then we do the show at night for them, It's
And
cool.
then they're rocking out.
Yeah, they love it, so it's cool. I mean, variety. My mum used to say, variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
So I get to do different things. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I've been playing with Mickey Free.
Too.
I've been playing with Mickey Free. That's been great as well.
Oh,
The last year,
Yeah.
Mickey Free was a guitar player for Prince.
Yeah.
and Shalimar.
Yeah.
And he dresses like Prince, and he's amazing. We do Hendrix stuff with him, a 3-piece stuff. It's awesome. He's like
Oh,
a native Indian, and he's phenomenal. I love playing with him. You know, it's a 3-piece band. It's awesome.
who's the bass player?
We used to guy John Stenmore in town here. He's really good.
Okay. Yeah, name sounds familiar. Cool.
Yeah, he's
Very
great.
cool. Well, folks, Les and I are going to go exclusively into the membership site now, and we're going to continue the conversation. However, if you want to ask him a question on screen, there's a button in the theater, which is in the membership site, the virtual theater. There's a button that says, if you want to ask Les a question, click here, and it'll put you right backstage here. I'll be able to see you queue up, and I'll put you on, and you can ask Les a question. And meanwhile, I will keep the conversation going with Les. Yeah.
Is this where we go naked on that next section? We go naked, right?
It
Completely
is.
naked.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go. Thanks everybody watching on Facebook. Meet us in the membership site, and everybody on YouTube, same thing. Let me just click this. Okay, let's do that. And there's one more button to click. Thanks everybody watching on YouTube. Go ahead and join us in the membership site, and we'd love to see you there. And meanwhile,